set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill on the return. And good starting field position. Yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Cousins again. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And some room to run now. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
In motion, Hill. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So they're operating in the red zone. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Rivers to throw it, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, a 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On third down, Cousins. It's caught left side by Cooks. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they try the right side here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Dances by him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as your first.
So right now, what I'm firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. That's two. I'm seeing guys get 6, 7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Williams, a man in motion right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers, then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run. Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sting through to get him for a loss of 6. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Cousins on 1st down. And Diggs has it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Stephon Diggs, 47 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Rivers. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down, Rivers. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Final play of the half, Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play action now. Rivers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Williams, the man in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. A handoff as they run the counter play. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Cousins now on 2nd down. Able to push his way through. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is caught. It's Cooks. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. I
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Cousins going with a screen for Murray. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Play action now. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll throw again. Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second down, Cousins again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the 2-yard line now, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Latavius Murray taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that makes it 14-10. Folk out there now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Rivers now from the 50. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He's back to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 9-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And it looks like the Bears are the football game. And tough starting field position here. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That was second down run for Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Latavius Murray. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that in too many play sheets, do you?
No. Fourth quarter, they felt.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah.